Hey, what's up Guardians, DBL here, bringing you another Destiny video on the PlayStation 4. It is Friday, February 6th, and we have got another Xursday mega sale on our hands. That's right, the Agent of the Nine is here, and as per usual, we'll be going over his inventory and seeing what he's got. Now, first things first, let's show you where the Agent of the Nine has set up shop this week. This week, you'll find Xur pretty close by, located at the front of the tower's hangar. Again, just follow the path here and make a right when you come out of the stairway. Xur will be right here waiting for you. Now let's take a look at what he's got. Now this week, personally, Xur didn't have anything too spectacular for me. But he does at least have a couple of pieces of exotic gear that in my opinion are worthwhile. So of course, we'll take a couple of minutes to go over it very quickly. Now first off, Xur is rocking the exotic Titan helm piece, the Glass House. This is a piece of DLC gear that is extremely helpful in support situations, which is of course a Defender Titan's basic MO. Now we've covered this item before, but I don't mind taking a quick look at its abilities. Firstly, this armor gets Rain Blows, which increases your melee attack speed. Then it's followed up by Quintessence Transfer, which gets you more super energy from grenades, and finally we get Bathed in Light, which increases the duration of both weapons and Blessing of Light. It's a fantastic ability that's really helpful. Now up next, Xur is offering the exotic Hunter Gauntlets, Don't Touch Me. This piece of armor gets a special weapon reload speed buff, more super energy when you kill minions of the darkness, and finally, the defensive reflex ability, where taking damage from any melee attack will make you briefly invisible. This is invaluable in the raid, and can allow you to effectively solo the Abyss. Now finally, for Warlocks, we have the good old workhorse, the Sunbreakers. These exotic gauntlets get special weapon loaders so you can reload all your special weapons faster. Serpent's Tail, which reduces your grenade cooldown when you get melee kills, and finally, Helium Cycle, which increases the overall duration of your solar grenades. Not a bad piece of armor, and every Warlock should probably have it. But alright, moving on to the weapon that Xur has on sale this week. This week, the Agent of the Nine is offering the exotic fusion rifle, Plan C. The Plan C is an absolute monster in PvP. And that's mainly because of a major mixture between the weapon's extremely long range and its extremely short charge time. The two main abilities that you want to pay attention to on the Plan C are Accelerated Coils, which reduces charge time, and the weapon's namesake ability, the Plan C, where charge and equip times are very short immediately after a weapon swap. You can run around swapping back and forth from your primary weapon to this, and doing so will greatly reduce the charge time this weapon has to take before it can fire. It's super helpful. But alright, that's it for weapons and armor. Additionally, Xur is of course selling some exotic shards this week for a total of 7 strange coins, and finally, an exotic gauntlet engram, which of course has the potential to turn into any exotic armor piece currently within the game. But alright, that's it for that. Let's check out the weapons and armor that Xur has available for upgrade this week. First off, for hunters, Xur is offering upgrades for the Acleophage Symbiote and the Crest of Alpha Lupi, an exotic helm and chest piece respectively. For Titans, he's offering upgrades for an insurmountable Skullfort and no backup plans. Both pretty good pieces of armor in my opinion. I especially like an insurmountable Skullfort. I love the digital interface on the front. And no backup plans is mainly helpful for increasing the duration of your force barrier. For Warlocks, he is once again offering upgrades for the Skull of Dire Ankara and Light Beyond Nemesis. So no big surprise there, but let's take a look at the weapons. In terms of exotic upgrades this week, Xur is offering the service for the Hardlight Auto Rifle. This is another really cool little weapon that you don't really see too often. I really only know a handful of people who both have and actively use this thing. However, I think its special ability, Volatile Light, which allows your bullets to overpenetrate targets and ricochet off hard surfaces, I think that's pretty cool. Maybe one day Bungie will smile down upon me and I'll wind up getting one. But alright, Xur is also offering upgrades for the Suros Regime Exotic Auto Rifle. One of the best weapons in the game, and I definitely recommend it just like I would for the Mida multi-tool if you still happen to have a non-331 version. Up next is the exotic hand cannon Thorn, and just like last week, I would just say if you have the bounty for it, just complete that instead. It might be a little less expensive than paying almost 8,000 Glimmer. But alright, moving on, we have the Icebreaker Exotic Sniper Rifle. Xur was selling this a couple weeks back, and hopefully you had your chance to get your hands on it then. But finally, Xur is offering upgrades for the Super Good Advice Exotic Machine Gun. But alright, the only thing left to cover for this week is the strange curios, so let's take a look. This week, in terms of weapon EXP boost telemetries, Xur is offering hand cannon, shotgun, and rocket launcher telemetries. Not too much different than what he's had in previous weeks, although I will say I was hoping for a machine gun telemetry and you guys will see why later. But finally, in terms of Sparrow upgrade drives, Xur is offering the Plasma Drive and the Void Drive, both of which upgrade your rare level Blue Sparrow into a legendary. And then that, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty much it. Once again, Xur has neglected to sell heavy ammo synth, which of course makes the entire world sad, and again makes me question why exactly that isn't a permanent part of Xur's inventory. But again, just like last week, that's alright, because now we do have an icebreaker trick that will net you a nigh infinite amount of heavy ammo. If you guys haven't seen that yet, check the video description. There will be a link to a video explaining all of it. But alright, that's pretty much it for Xur's inventory. Maybe a little bit on the disappointing side, which is why I've got a special surprise for you. You guys know me, I always like to leave you on a high note. So let's take a quick look at my inventory here. Now, earlier in the week, I was in the raid playing through Crota's End, and I got to the Ir Yut phase. And for the first time, I have finally gotten an exotic from defeating the Death Singer. And what's more, that exotic wound up being the mighty Thunderlord. This is a weapon I have been trying to get my hands on since pretty much the game came out. And now that I finally do, I am going to have a ton of fun with it. As you can see, I haven't really taken the time to level it up yet. I will be doing that over the course of the next few days, and you guys can definitely expect a weapon analysis video to be coming out for this bad boy soon. But alright, that's pretty much going to be it for this one, guys. In my opinion, Xur's inventory, while not as bad as last week, was still a little bit on the disappointing side. I really don't understand why he still doesn't have heavy ammo synths in his native inventory, but you know what? For now, at least we've got the icebreaker trick, and hopefully that doesn't go anywhere for a while. But anyways, that about wraps things up. Hopefully Xur had something in his inventory that was worthwhile to you. And whether he did or didn't, let me know in the comment section below. But alright, that's going to be it for this one, guys. If you like what you saw here, do feel free to check out my channel, where we'll have a ton more Destiny content coming out soon. Anyways, that's going to be it for me now, guys. As always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty. As you can see, it's one louder, isn't it? These ones go to 11.